Namaskaram. Today's topic is quite intense. Today's question, which is what is death? Well, rather directly jump on to death, let's understand what is birth. In a scientific way, everybody knows a human takes 9 months to be formed, sometimes less, sometimes even more. In those 9 months, what do we do? It basically, from a small being, from a small fusion, the whole body is formed slowly. Slowly, hands pop out, legs pop out, internal organs pop out, your brain pops out, mind pops out. Finally, a baby pops out. In terms of energy sense, the thing we call it life works on 5 basic manifestations. And these are in energy known as the Prana Vayus. Now you have 5 basic form of Prana Vayus. Now these Prana Vayus are basically the flow of the prana or the energy which is the reason of living. 5 different manifestations, basic 5 different manifestations, which are called prana, pranavayu, udanavayu, apanavayu, samanavayu, and vyanavayu. These are the 5 manifestations of life. These are basically energy flows. So when death happens, these 5 manifestations leave the physical dimension. So whatever we see around us, even science says that it's mere a reflection. Okay, light falls onto an object and that reflected light comes to your eyes, then you see it. So even this physical dimension, what we see, is the reflection of light. So death is something where the prana, the life force, crosses the physical dimension. And of course, there might be many dimensions beyond the physical dimensions we know. And there is substantial proofs provided that yes, other dimensions also exist. So we should not ignore them. So death is not the end. Rather, it might be the beginning. But nowadays, everyone is living to die. We should stop doing that. Yes, when death will happen, that will be a thing, and that will happen, that is certain. As your birth was certain, death is also certain. Whereas in a current situation, a person is rather living to die. What we think is, if we do certain things, certain karma, certain tasks, certain work, we would go to some blissful place after we die. Nothing like it. And we should stop caring about what is death and what is after death as well. Because you know this piece of life, which is right from birth to death, and we should live this life blissfully and consciously without even bothering about death and birth, because both are certain things, right? Thank you. Namaskaram.